So what is your name and what do you do?
My name is Stephan James, and I'm like the external creative director for Apex Athletics. But should I say like all the other stuff I do, or just for Apex?
You can say, so I would say what you normally do in like your day-to-day life, and then also that you're the creative director.
We keep it at what I do for Apex.
Okay,
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
just say that you're the creative director
I'm
for
the
it.
creative director for Apex Athletics. There you have it. What is your name and what do you do?
So my name is Melcherts. I'm a former student athlete. I'm currently a PhD candidate in the sociology department here at Mississippi State. And I guess I'm also the director of operations for Apex Athletics. Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Guyana, Georgetown, Guyana. Most people will know where it is. It is right next door to Brazil. Very small, low-key country. You know, beautiful place. Food is amazing. People is amazing. Things to do there is amazing. Check it out. Where did you grow up?
So I'm from the Netherlands. I was born in Rotterdam, primarily raised in Barendrecht, which is like a town right next to Rotterdam. And I've been in the US since the fall of 2019.
Can you tell us more about where
Yes, so Netherlands in general is like a smaller country in Europe. Rotterdam is the second biggest city in the Netherlands after Amsterdam. So I'm used to being in like a bigger city or close to a bigger city. Then when I was like 8 years old, we moved to Barendrecht, which is basically like just right next to Rotterdam. And it was kind of nice to being in like a smaller place, but still having access to all the things that like a bigger city has to offer. How long have you been in the US?
I've been in the US since 2014. Yes, since 2014 I've been in the US. You know. How would you describe yourself in 3 words?
Okay, so how would I describe myself in 3 words? So I've been thinking about this, I guess, since I came up with the questions, but I would say in the first place, I'm serious, like a very serious person. I would say not just necessarily in terms of the things that I do when it comes to my work, but also just, I guess, how I approach life in general. And I would also say that I'm pretty straightforward. Yeah, and I feel like that is being straightforward. I think that is probably also more typically Dutch, I guess. And then I'm also just an introvert. I'm very much like, I would say I'm mostly quiet, but not shy, so that's a difference. Yeah, but more so to myself, and I more so like to observe things before I speak up. How would you describe yourself in 3 words?
Funny, outgoing. Is outgoing gonna be more than one? Funny, hardworking, outgoing. Yeah.
That's nice. Yeah.
What is one thing people should know about you?
One thing that people should know about me, I think in terms of like how I am as a person and some of the things that I've been working on has to do more so, I guess, with like boundary setting. So I would say overall I've been getting better in getting to like say no to things, just in general saying no. Also with the work that I'm doing in my PhD program, and also when it comes to teaching and research in general, there's just so much going on all the time that I've kind of felt like I need to make sure that I do something to, like, not necessarily, like, I guess, protect myself, but also just to better take care of myself. And I think saying no is one of the things that, like, has helped me do that. And what is one thing that people should know about you?
That I'm a hard worker. You know, it's more than one word, but
Oh, that's fine.
yeah.
That's fine.
What is the first thing that comes to mind right now?
That it's hot outside and I'm wearing this jacket, but okay. Yeah, it is hot, but even though I'm maybe a little bit complaining about it, I mean, this is the weather that I wanted to have, and that's also why I'm here, so it's all good. It's all good. So what is something that helps you get through a rough day?
It's just the people I'm around. Like, you know, I'm big on, like, being in a setting with really good friends, having good friends around, people that understand you as a person. So having that, you know, comfort of somebody to, you know, help take a lot of the stress off you is kind of good. So I think that kind of helped me, get through, you know, tough days. Can you tell me something about yourself?
Well, something about myself, I guess I'm pretty much like family oriented in terms of my household family. So I think that is also why in the first place I didn't really expect that I would make such a big decision to, like, decide to move to another country to pursue grad school and then also be a student athlete here in Mississippi State. So that, like, transition for me was something like really big and like something I did not expect whatsoever. So especially when I first got here, I was pretty much homesick. So I really had to, like, get used to being here, getting used to, like, living on my own as well, all that kind of stuff. So trying to balance really loving being around family versus basically being very much independent and living on my own. It has been an interesting journey so far. So yeah. How is it for you being in this, like, team family dynamic when it comes to
really
Apex
good,
Athletics?
You know, it's really good for me, especially, you know, because like I said, I do a lot. So having that moment where I could sit down and share some of the stuff that I'm doing with people that, you know, love what I'm doing, and not just like, oh, they think that, or what you do is that they should have it. Like, people that is happy for your success, you know. So it's kind of good to be in this environment and get a group of people that understand you and wanna even help you get better. You know? So it's good. I like this setting. What is something that inspires you?
Something that inspires me, I think it relates to, I guess, also my work, but it also just relates to just all the connections that I've made with people over time. So I would definitely say that hearing other people's stories, learning more about their backgrounds, that is stuff that, like, inspires me, because also for the work that I'm doing in my research, I center lived experiences of the people that I'm interacting with through interviews. And I think that for me, finding out about ways that people have been able to overcome certain things, have dealt with certain things, those things are really important also in better understanding my journey and also in better understanding why it is that I make some of the decisions that I make. In what ways do you say have you grown over the last few years?
I would say, like, I grow with my patience. I think, like, my patient level is really was really bad. Like over time now it's gotten better. Learning to understand that it's okay to ask for help or reach out for help. So I think that was one aspect that has grown a lot for me. Because I was like, oh, I gotta get it done. I'm gonna figure it out myself. I don't need nobody to help me. It's all me. And now understanding that it's okay to reach out and ask for help is pretty good. And to close it off, you know,
Okay.
I feel like everybody will want to know what brings you joy.
I don't know if everyone would want to know, but what brings me joy? I would say that I've come to the point that I do appreciate like the smaller things better or more. So even, for example, with this weather, I've been complaining when it's hot, but just having like good weather is something that brings me joy. Just knowing, right, that I have the support system that I have, that whenever I feel like I want to talk about something that I know, I can reach out to my family, to my friends. And also, I mean, I really love food. I don't know in what ways that counts, but just eating a bunch of different foods, trying out new things, that is also something that I really enjoy. What is the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning?
The first thing I do when I wake up in the morning is I always pray. I always pray before I do anything, before I even snatch my phone. Look, I always pray because I feel like I'm only in this position because of the man above. I've been through so much tough times, and I feel like because of him, he had guided me through a lot of these tough times. So I always say a prayer, no matter, it doesn't matter, I have to. It's the very first thing I do, say a prayer.
In line with what you've like shared, what is one piece of advice you would give your younger self?
It's okay to let go of stuff. You know, it's okay to say that it's okay and just move on. You know, I think that's one advice I would give my younger self.
And what is something that brings you joy?
Food, man. I love food. It doesn't matter. I'm a picky eater, but then once I find that genre of food that I like, I will go crazy on it. So food brings me joy. Like, you just tell me we're going out to have food, and yeah, I'm there.
And for the last question, what is something that inspires you?
Something that inspired me. Seeing people that I care about do something great. You know, like I feel like when people that I care about is winning, I feel like I'm winning too. And it inspired me to like, okay, I need to do more so I could win, so we all could win together. So like seeing people that I care about do great, be great in life, and whatever they got going on, whatever journey they're doing, like I see once they're doing good, like that inspired me to even work harder.
That's amazing.
Are we done?
Oh, this is too close.